Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. We are going to be reading chapter 4 of the fanfiction What the Morning Gave Us. The chapter title for this one is Under the Skin. Kirishima point of view. The bell above the door jingled, familiar and soft. Kirishima stepped into the shop. He'd stood in that doorway 100 times. This wasn't just another visit. This time, he wasn't here to drop off coffee. This time, he was the canvas. The air smelled like ink and citrus cleaner, sharp and familiar. He didn't say anything right away. Bakugo pushed through the curtain, eyes flicking up and stopping abruptly. He didn't say anything at first, just looked. Not surprised or smug, just something steadier. "You're early," he said, his voice low but even. Kirishima shrugged, one shoulder lifting. Didn't feel like waiting. Bakugo didn't smile, but something in his jaw eased, just slightly. He nodded towards the chair. "You ready?" Bakugo set the sketchpad down on the tray beside the chair, flipping it open without a word. Kirishima leaned forward slowly, eyes catching on the pencil lines. A crack in the clouds, a thread of light, not dramatic, not loud, just steady, just there. His breath caught. "This is..." Bakugo didn't look at him. "Yeah." A beat of silence stretched. Kirishima didn't speak, but his hand brushed the edge of the sketch like it meant something. Bakugo's voice came low, softer than most people ever heard it. "You said you wanted something real. This was the most real thing I could draw." Kirishima blinked hard, throat tightening. He nodded once and then rolled up his sleeve. The buzzing of the needle filled the quiet parlor, and Kirishima winced as the sharp sting hit his skin. He exhaled slowly, not from the pain, but the weight of what this moment meant. He clenched his jaw and tried to stay still, stealing glances at Bakugo's focused expression. Bakugo didn't look up. His focus narrowed and unwavering. His hands were precise, each stroke deliberate and sure. Every line drawn like it meant something. The pain wasn't sharp after a while, just pressure, just heat. Kirishima let himself breathe through it, watching the way Bakugo's brow furrowed in concentration. Like this wasn't just work, like it was something else. Kirishima let his eyes drift. The hum of the machine, the scent of the ink, the warmth of the shop, it all started to blur at the edges. And for the second time in a matter of days, he was back on the rooftop. Back in the cold, in the silence, waiting for the sky to split open. He could still feel the way his heart had ached in his chest, like he wasn't enough, not really. And then Bakugo had sat beside him, said nothing, stayed. That silence had said more than any pep talk ever could. "You don't have to fake it with me," Bakugo hadn't forgotten, and Kirishima never would. The sharp buzz near the inside of his elbow tugged him back to the present. Bakugo was still working, steady and careful, drawing the sunrise from memory like it had lived under his skin this whole time. Kirishima swallowed. The words were building again, not loud, not urgent, just waiting. Bakugo's voice broke the quiet, low and focused. "Almost done," Bakugo muttered, wiping sweat from his brow. "How'd you know?" Kirishima asked. Tapped the paper once, fingers barely brushing it. "This is exactly what I didn't know I needed." Bakugo didn't look up. "'Cause I felt it first. I drew it the day after that morning. Didn't even know I was going to keep it." He paused, then added, "It meant something. Still does." Kirishima's voice was barely a breath. "You already had it." Bakugo nodded. The buzzing stopped, and the silence settled like dust. Kirishima let out a breath he hadn't realized he was holding. His arm ached, his skin hot and raw, but it felt right, like something had been set perfectly in place. Bakugo set the machine aside and reached for a clean cloth. He didn't say anything as he wiped away the last of the ink and blood, moving with quiet care. Kirishima sat still, gaze flicking between Bakugo's hands and his face, waiting. "You good?" Bakugo asked, voice low. "Yeah," Kirishima said. "Better than good." Bakugo nodded once, like he was trying to decide something. "Hang on," he muttered. Bakugo pulled down the collar of his shirt, exposing the mark just below his collarbone. There, Inked on the left side of Bakugo's chest, a sunrise, soft and steady, mirrored exactly. Soft lines, split clouds, a thread of gold breaking through. Kirishima started. His throat went tight. You, he started. Bakugo didn't meet his eyes. Never showed anyone this, he said, not even you. Kirishima's heart thudded. Why now? Bakugo shrugged, smirking, but with a softness that only Kirishima ever saw. 'Cause some things are worth sharing. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed chapter 4. This is actually one of my favorite chapters. It actually was the first chapter that I wrote, and then kind of had to develop the rest of the story around it. Not really wrote, but this was the idea for the whole story, was this chapter right here. So then I had to kind of do the beginning and the after I did this part. So I really hope you enjoyed it. The next chapter, chapter 5, will be coming out soon, and we're getting close to the end because this podfic or fanfiction only has 7 chapters. So I will see you guys next time, and bye-bye.